21. Key of the door.
It ought to be 18 these days.
Aye, I suppose so. Have you got it?
No.
Oh, well, that's academic then. Last one. Here we are. Are you ready?
Yeah.
37.
Oh, yeah.
53. 53? Shh. What?
It's Harry. Get these papers out of the way. Oh, Harry, you were quick.
Oh, she's going to go spare when she sees this.
I had to tell her I hadn't come this morning.
She'll do anything to sell papers.
Yeah, we'll put it somewhere where she won't see it.
I'll put it in the bin.
Are you all right?
Yeah, they just got up too quick.
What's the matter?
Mother's dizzy spells.
Well, make sure you tell the doctor that you're still having them.
Oh, I'm all right, don't fuss.
Is that today's? Have you read this?
It doesn't mean anything, Marie.
Of course it does. How could he have written anything like that?
Maybe he didn't.
It says here, written by Rick Saxton. I trusted him.
Yeah, well, you can't trust reporters, can you?
People think I left the kids on their own.
No, they won't.
While I was living it up in London. Well, if he thinks he's getting away with this, he's got another thing coming.
Don't, Marie. You're only going to upset yourself.
My son's lying in that hospital. Hello? I want to speak to Rick Saxton. Marie Jackson. Oh, yeah. I'll hold.
£7.35p.
As much as that?
You've had 6 papers every day this week. That's not counting the Echo on the Sundays.
It soon mounts up.
You wouldn't chuckle. I was standing there like a proper Charlie telling the newsagent he'd made a mistake. But it was my mistake, wasn't it? Leaving you two alone together.
I was just someone to pass the time.
Pass the time? What are you going to do with all these papers? Are you thinking of opening a chippy or something? Well?
Bingo.
You what?
Bingo. In the papers. You stand to win a lot of money.
Thousands.
Never mind thousands, 1 million.
I don't believe this. You're supposed to be keeping your eye on her to see that she doesn't gamble anymore. And what happens? You're encouraging her.
Oh, you can't call bingo gambling. Nearly everyone does it.
Yeah, well, from now on, it's everyone bar you two.
It's only a harmless bit of fun.
You know who's going to pay the paper bill, then?
Who?
Him. Robert Maxwell here.
I don't care, Rick. Well, in that case, you better get yourself round here. I'm going to be writing to your editor. Why? Because I want a proper apology, that's why. All right.
Well?
He said he's too busy to talk. He'll come round tomorrow. He didn't even ask about little George. It's true, though, isn't it? If I hadn't gone...
Don't think like that, Marie.
It was ages coming round after the operation last night.
I'm sure he'll be better today. And stop blaming yourself.
Yeah, it wasn't your fault.
Ooh, if I could just get my hands on who did it.
Could have been an accident.
Oh, yeah. McCardle's good at arranging accidents, isn't he?
Do you really think he's behind it?
Oh, I don't know. It just seems funny happening right in the middle of a campaign.
Yeah, but taking it out on a kid.
Well, he did threaten Marie.
Yeah, I know.
He's framed an innocent man. He put you in hospital. McCardle's capable of anything.
It's no use jumping to conclusions.
Are you defending him?
No, of course not.
Well, it sounds like it.
Terry just... Well, he doesn't want you to blame McCardle if it wasn't him. It could lead to more trouble.
More? How could I have more?
Hey, Mum, when are we going to the hospital?
Hiya.
Shh, she's asleep.
Oh, yeah?
He's snoring.
I'm not surprised. She's had a hard night.
Oh, yeah, I had a crying about 7.
7? There's no need for you to go to church on Wednesday.
Why?
Well, you must have a hell of a clear conscience if you can sleep through the din she was making all night. Been up since 2.
Why? What was up with her?
I don't know. Fed her, winded her, changed her, pulled funny faces at her. You name it. And as soon as it was light, off she went.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
Are you going out?
What?
Are you going out selling your bin liners?
Oh, yeah, Neil's coming round.
Don't think about anybody else, will you?
Oh, I thought you'd had your breakfast.
Well, I haven't.
Do you want me to get you some cornbread?
No.
I'll get you some.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm too tired to eat them anyway. Do you have to go out?
Yeah, I promised Neil.
That kettle's boiled. Make us a cup of tea, then.
All right. What time will Dad be back?
This afternoon. Unless he's enjoying himself too much.
Yeah, opportunities in engineering. Sounds like a good laugh. Opportunities in what? Any road?
That's what he's gone to find out.
Reminds me of those posters they have in the careers office. Opportunities in this, that and the other. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Where did you find that? I've been looking everywhere for that.
By the draining board, our Karen was reading it last night.
Oh, she was she? But she got more out of it than I did.
Isn't it any good?
Well, most of it I know already. It seems like yesterday I was walking the floor with you. Something you don't forget in a hurry.
What, like riding a bike?
Right, think I've got everything.
Yeah.
If we go now, we can make the quarter past.
Right, Gary, come on. Let's have a look at you. Oh, God, look at the state of you. Have you got a handkerchief?
No, thought not.
We'll go upstairs and get one and wipe that jam off your face.
I'll go.
Hello. It's our Ted again.
Oh, hi, yeah, come on.
All right.
All right, Dad.
OK, son. Have I come at a bad time? Are you going out?
Me and Marie, we're going to the hospital.
Seem to spend half my life in hospital these days.
Will they be able to tell you anything today?
I hope so. Oh, I hope to God he doesn't lose his sight.
I'm sure he'll be all right, Marie.
Yeah. From what I've seen of him, he's a tough little beggar.
I just don't know how I'm going to tell George.
Hey, you'll have to be going if you want to catch that bus.
Yeah, all right.
Gary, we're going.
Oh, I'm coming.
Hurry up.
Teddy, can I take him this?
Yeah, all right, he can borrow it. But remember, he's only lending it.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
See you later, then.
Yeah, see ya.
Tra.
Tra.
Ta-da.
I hope he's OK.
Thanks.
Have you had your dinner, then?
Nah, I was waiting for them to go.
Good, lad. Get the panel. I just fancy a couple of scrambled eggs.
Blimey, I thought I had it, Chief.
All right, go ahead. I'm starving.
What's the matter? Isn't Marge feeding you or something?
And a bit of grilled bacon, eh? Have you got any smoked?
You're supposed to be keeping it in check, not encouraging it.
Ah, it's just a harmless bit of fun.
What's harmless about £7.35p?
Well, nearly every hobby costs something these days.
Hobby? It's a mania with that, isn't it?
Well, I know gambling is, but I thought this might steer her away from it.
Do you know what I think? I think she's seeing how quick she can bankrupt me.
Look, I'll pay for the papers.
I know you will.
You've got to admit, bingo's better than her feeding the ponies.
Well, if she wants to play, I know where she can do it under my supervision.
Where?
The club.
What club?
Commonwealth and Empire.
I didn't know you were still a member.
Well, I am. I've been on to the secretary. My new cards are in the post.
Well, that sounds like a good idea. That's just what Edna needs. Somewhere to go for a good night out. Do us all good.
All?
Well, you can sign visitors in, can't you?
Well, you got to do something, son, if you and Michelle are going to get hitched. There's no joke being married when you're on as old, you know, even if the wife has got a few bob.
Yeah, I know. It's just I thought I was going to get back into the two-liar business.
Could have been a nice little number, that. Are you sure there's no chance?
No. Well, Celia's got these new blokes in to give it a hand.
What about the car valeting?
What about it?
Well, you were doing all right at that. Till Barry taught you into jacking it in.
Oh, it'd take ages to get that going again.
Well, nothing comes easy, lad. And it's better than sitting around here all day, isn't it? Till something turns up.
There's too much competition these days.
Well, I could always give you a hand, you know. Start you off, like.
Oh, aye. And what would Marge say about that?
Nothing to do with her, is it? I make my own decisions.
Yeah, well, you don't want to get in trouble with the dole.
If they find out.
Like they did last time.
Yeah, well, you have to take chances, don't you?
No thanks, Dad. I can't be doing with any more aggravation.
Well, either way, it's better than sitting around here all day.
To tell you the truth, I don't really feel like doing much these days.
Well, that's only to be expected, isn't it? You're out of condition, lad.
Oh, I get a couple of Bob Martins and they'll put me right.
Now, listen to what I'm telling you, son. The longer you put it off, the harder it's going to be. And I'm speaking from experience.
Have you finished?
Yes. Sir, you don't want Michelle to think that you're content to live off air now, do you?
No, I don't. She understands.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
What happens when she gets fed up, eh? What happens when she starts looking around for somebody else with something to offer?
Michelle isn't like that.
They're all like that. You'll find out.
How many bin liners have we got left?
Couple of hundred.
That's not going to get us very far, is it?
We can sell them to Savvy. Get some more tomorrow.
If we didn't have a cash flow problem,
Or what?
if we had some more money, we could make a killing on the strikes and the cutbacks.
The strikes are about the cutbacks.
Well, the end result's the same. I mean, there's kids growing up out there, don't know what a bin man looks like.
How much have we got?
£25.40.
I thought we had more than that.
We would have if you didn't keep giving them away.
It was only a few.
It's supposed to be a business, not a charity.
Some OAPs can't afford 30p. It's a lot of money to them.
Oh, yeah. And what's the idea of taking things in exchange?
There was a lot of decent stuff.
What, like a crack coronation mug and a couple of goldfish?
What about the ciggies and the cat food? We can sell that. And the packet of soap powder.
And that was a half-empty divvy.
Mum, give me 20p for it.
Come on then, hand it over. You know, we're not going to make any wages this week the way we're going. Should be a boom time for bin liners, and look at us.
You've still got money to pick up tomorrow, remember?
Oh, yeah. That Mrs. Bancroft. What about her?
How much do you reckon we'll get?
Well, I thought I'd finish off there. You could start the other end of the Ave.
It'll take you ages to clear out that garage on your own.
But there's only two of us getting tied up there.
It'll be a lot quicker with the two of us. I reckon she's good. For a tenner.
No, I don't think she'd want the two of us under her feet. I mean, you know, you leave Mrs. Bancroft to me, all right?
Hey, they've moved him. He's here.
You go on, will you? I want to see the sister.
Hey. Hi.
How you feeling?
All right. Great. Not much. Hasn't my mum come in?
Yeah, she'll be through in a minute.
Did you bring me anything?
Clean pyjamas.
No. Is that all?
And a bar of chocolate. Did you eat your dinner?
Yeah. Was it nice? All right.
Oh, and Terry sent this down.
It was my idea, though. Thanks.
What's she saying?
They don't know yet. They'll know more tomorrow.
There's a chance.
50-50.
Oh, God, Michelle.
Come on. He's waiting to see you.
Hiya. Are you all right? Well, you certainly look it.
Look at him. Gary?
We don't have to stick to bin liners, you know.
Expand, you mean?
Yeah, sell things like dishcloths, shoe polish, clothes pegs, things people need.
There was a lad come round our house the other night with a suitcase full. Said it was a job creation scheme.
Yeah, we can say that. After all, we're creating jobs, aren't we?
My mum didn't buy anything.
Oh, didn't she?
Nah.
Why not?
Because she got everything from the supermarket.
Oh.
My dad bought a packet of razor blades, even though he's got a lucky razor.
Did he?
Said he felt sorry for him.
Hey, people might feel sorry for us.
They haven't done so far.
No, it's been the other way around.
Well, we ought to have a discount for old age pensioners.
Look, don't start that again. There's no sentiment in business.
Isn't there?
That's what my dad says.
He's not a businessman, though, is he?
No, that's why he says it.
Sad though, isn't it? Back to life. Yeah. Gonna be out making our first million, then, eh? It always is, Dave. Always is.
You want to get some real exercise.
Yeah, all right.
I mean it, Teddy. Get back into training.
Yeah, well, I'm not 100% fit yet, am
Well,
I?
you never will be until you put your mind to it. Doing Marie's housework for her won't get you far.
Yeah, well, someone's got to do it, haven't they?
Well, I hope she appreciates it. Not going in for dancing, are you?
What?
Well, somebody's marked this advert in red.
Oh, I hate people who do that, especially when I haven't read the paper.
Probably Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, then, what about the football?
What about it?
Oh, come on, son. You were an asset to that team.
Barry Grant reckoned he was always the one with the talent.
Barry Grant? You could run rings round him.
Yeah, I don't know, I could.
Well, then.
All right, I'll go down.
When?
Look, if you're going to keep going on about it, you can go home and torment Marge.
Yeah, well, I'm going to tell you for your own good.
How is Marge anyway?
All right. What about you and Michelle?
Well, you know how we are.
You know, I reckon she'd marry you if you had a proper job.
Haven't you got nothing better to do than come round here and nag at me?
All right, all right. I've said all I have to say.
Good. Do you fancy coming for a pint tonight?
Oh, yeah, right.
You and Marge?
Ah, well, she might not be able to make it. Not tonight, anyway.
Oh?
Hiya, Michelle.
Hi. Did you have a good trip?
No, all business, love.
What, even at night time in London? No bright lights?
To tell you the truth, love, at the end of the day, we were all too knackered.
Oh, I?
Yes, so I.
I bet.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Listen, Sheila's been telling me about little George. You know, on the phone, like.
Yeah, I've just come from the hospital now.
How is he, love?
Well, he seemed cheerful enough when I left. Marie's gone into town to get him again.
There's no danger of him losing his eye, is there?
No, they've saved the eye, but well, we don't know yet whether he's going to lose his sight.
The police found out who done it?
No. And I don't think they will either. Marie reckons it's that McCardle at the back of it.
Do you think so?
Don't know. Could be. She's dead scared of telling George.
It's a bit strong, isn't it, love, even for McCardle?
Yeah, well, she thinks he'll stoop to anything.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind the opportunity of asking him myself.
Yeah, well...
Is she taking it hard, Marie?
She's terrified of something happening to Gary and all.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, listen, if you get any more news, eh?
Yeah, OK.
And don't forget if there's anything we can do.
Yeah, thanks.
Ta-ra, love.
Sure.
Hi, Queen. Oh, blimey. Two sleeping beauties. It's only me from over the sea.
It's a barnacle builder sailor.
Everything all right?
Well, apart from the fact that I've done nothing but feed and change madam, I suppose so.
Oh, you've had a hard night, eh?
Don't ask.
Like that, eh?
Every night this week. I swear she knew you were away.
Well, of course she did. She misses her house, Dad.
Yeah, and I missed you doing your shift. My God, I feel sorry for single mothers.
Is that all you miss me for?
Is that for me?
No, this is for your girlfriend. You can open this if you want.
You're a bit premature, aren't you?
Just something that took me fancy.
Well, as long as that's all it did.
Aye, aye. Any more talk like that and you won't get this.
Thanks, love. It's lovely.
And what do I get? I was rather open for a cup of tea.
I'll make you one in a minute. And you can tell me all about London.
Hardly seen anything of it.
The conference, I mean.
No, that was pretty hectic, wasn't it? Sure you want to hear about that?
Yeah, every bit.
I don't think you'll find it very interesting.
Try me.
See you tonight, then.
Yeah, I'll call round for you, right?
Oh, no, don't bother. I'll be at the Swan about 8:30.
Huh?
OK.
Yeah.
Bye, love.
Ta-ra.
And don't forget what I told you, lad.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you later.
OK, ta-ra.
You've been here all this time.
Yeah?
It's not like him.
He was going on at me about starting training again. I think he had something on his mind, you know.
Who?
Yeah, he said I should start the car valeting again.
Your dad?
No, me Aunt Fanny.
Here it is.
What?
The ad for the modern jazz dancing course.
No.
Marie was going on about it.
I think I'll have a word with Pat.
It starts next week at the Poly.
He must know someone who needs the cars fixing. He can put an ad on the hospital notice board for us. What do you think?
I think I will enrol. I'd like to do that.
6%?
Yeah. And on top of that, the economy's got to grow by 2% a year. And that way they can keep the unemployment figures steady at round about 3 million. Right. And if you're still with me, the pound's got to fall between 5 and 6%.
Was it worthwhile going then?
Well, that's only their idea of a solution. There could always be a change of government.
Well, it's going to take some time to get jobs for 3 million, isn't it?
Yeah. Mind you, there were some lighter sides to the conference, you know. The chairman's mic broke twice and no one wanted to fix it.
Was that it then? Nothing new came out of it?
Well, there was one good speech on the role of women in the industry. That got loads of applause, yeah.
Oh?
Made us feel guilty without actually putting the boot in.
Guilty about what?
About being a crowd of chauvinists. Mind you, she was right about one thing, you know. The employers don't provide half the opportunities in the industry for women that they could.
Seems to have made a convert out of you.
I was never a chauvinist, she. Ah, come on now, I wasn't.
No, not since our Karen went to the lakes with Andrew.
Oh, well. Better get going.
What did you do in the evenings?
Not a lot. Just had a few pints.
With anybody I know?
Yeah. George Williams was there. I better get this food in before the shop shuts.
Anybody else?
Yeah. 3 or 4 other delegates. Look, I'm on my way okay.
Who made the speech?
Hey?
About women in the industry. You said she.
Oh, that was Janet.
Janet Hansen.
Yeah.
So she was there, was she? All the time?
Yeah, of course she was. See you later.
If I hadn't asked, you'd never have told me. Would you, Bobby Grant?
She's out like a light. Sleeping a peaceful slumber of the innocent.
Wish I was.
I'll go and have 40 winks. You look at all you do with it.
You really know how to flatter a woman.
No. I mean, we're just going to share more things, aren't we? Meaning, I'm going to start doing my share of things round here like I should have been doing years ago. What's it like being married to a liberated man?
Aren't I the lucky one? Because I've got Janet Hansen to thank for my new improved husband, have I?
Tell you what, Janet talks a lot of sense, you know. I've done a U-turn in my opinion of her.
Certainly bending over backwards for her. I wonder why.
I'll wash, kid. You dry. I tell you what, Janice has a way of making me think, you know. What's your fancy for tea?
Shrove Tuesday.
Pancakes. I'll do them. Pretty Alan Partridge in there. Remember last year?
Been doing my best to forget.
I bet he's teaching the Arabs how to toss pancakes by computer programming. Anyway, our Damon will greedy guts will want his share, won't he? I'll get stuck in and make him. You go and have 5 minutes.
I'm not tired, I've told you. And I'm drying the dishes. See?
All right, love. He's trying to take a bit of the weight off you. Janet said that, you know.
Janet said. I am sick of hearing what Janet said. I am not interested in what Janet said, right?
All right, yeah. Did you go to the clinic?
Just got back.
How did it go? What did they say?
They asked me some detailed questions about our sex life. It was a short conversation. There wasn't a lot to talk about, really.
We can soon alter that, can't we? There's only the two of us in, kid.
And the baby, and I'm tired.
Well, I didn't think you'd want him, Papa. Not so soon after, you know. Look, leave the dishes. Go and sit down. I'll make a cup of tea and we'll talk this out, OK?
Talk what out?
Whatever's troubling you.
Like what?
Well, I don't know, Shea, until you tell me.
What's brought this on?
I'm your husband, aren't I? I want to share whatever trouble you've got, OK? Janet said that to me.
God, here we go again.
Look, love, I do work with the girl, don't I?
Are you sure that's all you do with her? Work?
Oh, come on, Mary, behave yourself.
Come on, nothing. I've asked you a question about that woman.
Don't you think you're being a little bit stupid about all this?
Don't you call me stupid? I'm not stupid!
Look, all right. Look, it's my fault.
Will you please stop it?
Stop what, Shea?
I broke the plate. Me. My fault, not you. Stop bloody well patronising me!
There's the baby.
Crying. Yes, I know. I can hear it. I'm not stupid. Do you know why it's crying? It's crying because I woke it up shouting at you. My fault. I'm going for a walk. Don't worry. I'll stop the baby crying first, and then I'll take it out. I think we could both use the fresh air.
Hiya. I was just borrowing you, if you don't mind, to give her most of the once over. Do you want a cup of tea?
Later, eh?
Little George, don't suppose you've heard any news?
They said they'd phone when there was.
Oh, aye. And when will that be, next week?
Sometime today, they said.
Oh.
Almost got a bath.
Oh, look, either Christmas has come early or late. These came for you at the hospital, second post. Look, I know it's a bit cliche and all that, like, but it is amazing what doctors can do these days. You know, especially with young kids. The bodies are still growing and that, like. Oh, yeah, there was a letter for Sandra McGee. I'll have to take it over to her. I won't have a word with Pat anyway. What's up? Bloody hell. Oh, you're not going to take any notice of that, are you?
They might be right.
Oh, don't be soft. You ain't neglecting your family by going to London. You were trying to keep it together. Best place for rubbish is the bin.
No.
Yeah, I can do that for you, Mr. Granger. That's no problem. Oh, hang on a second, will you?
Okay,
all right, Dad. Sorry about that. How about Thursday? 1 o'clock? Don't worry, I'll do a good job, yeah. Oh, that was very nice of him. I'll have to buy him a pint then, won't I? See you Thursday. All right, ta-ra.
Business booming already?
Well, it's a start, isn't it?
Ah, good lad. Cup of tea?
Carl, I'm just on the way up to Pat's right now for some advice.
Oh, what's the problem, son?
Oh, it's nothing like that. He's got some inside information for me.
Oh, I see. Well, how about another drink tonight?
Oh, I can't. I'm busy.
How about tomorrow?
Going to pictures with Michelle. Hey, why don't you and Marge come? We can make a foursome. I'll lend you the money if you want.
Marge is gone.
When?
Last week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad. What happened?
It's not easy keeping things going when you're on the dole, you know.
I'd have found you some money. Why didn't you say?
No, it's not that simple, son. Marge knows that money's tight. Well, it was awkward for her, you know. Not wanting to spend money, like. And then feeling worse about having to pay for me. Being on the dole screws up everything.
Come on, let's have that cup of tea, eh?
Yeah, why not? And so what with the expense?
You pushed for time?
No, I'll be okay. Just got to get this button on before I go out. Last night at the bus stop, had a howling gale blown right through me.
It's just as cold in Glasgow.
Oh, that makes me feel really good.
I'm serious. This is mild for February.
You Glaswegians, you're so tough.
Not as tough as you think.
Glasgow, where the men are men, and so are the women. Actually, talking of Glasgow, have you heard from the dreaded husband?
Not yet.
You having second thoughts?
Oh, I'm agreeing to the divorce, all right. Just can't bring myself to tell him, that's all.
Sandra, look, the sooner you do, the sooner you'll be rid of him permanently, which is what you want.
True enough.
But
I resent it, you know. For the first time since I've known him, I'm in the driving seat. It's as if he's sort of beholden to me. He needs my approval. When we were married, he didn't need it, want it, or care what I thought. Everything could be settled with a punch.
all the time you're gaining revenge, he's still affecting you, still influencing you.
I know.
Get rid of him. Forget him. Then you can get on with your own life.
So young and yet so wise.
Modesty prevents me from saying yes, but you're probably right.
Now, you sure you've got your thermal knickers on, dear? I don't want you catching a cold.
Yes, dear.
Cheerio, dear.
Bye, dear. Look, don't see the divorce as something you're giving him. Look upon it as a way of asserting your independence. Write the letter today.
Oh, no.
Sheila. Hello, Ruth. I'm nice to see a nice, friendly face. What's up, feeling rough? Oh, I'm feeling worse than that.
This is 1985. You want to get Bobby to take some weight off you. Men won't do anything unless you tell them you want to have with the house and kids.
It's not my problem, love. Anything but.
Don't get you, like.
Have you got 10 hours to listen?
Yeah.
I wish I had 10 hours to talk. I must go. Listen, love, I brought your book back.
Oh, yeah, it's all right.
Thanks a lot for lending it me.
It's all right. Cheer up. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Just can't say goodbye. Sounds. What do you think then, eh?
I'll buy some jelly babies and throw them at you.
It's not exactly Frankie Goes to Hollywood, is it?
No, it's more like Patrick Comes to Brookside.
Not bad, though. It sounds promising.
OK, Terry, what do you want to borrow?
What?
Well, nobody from Liverpool praises me that much without some devious financial motive.
No, actually, Pat, I've come to pick your brains.
Well, that's good, because they're free.
Oh, you're just about to get value for money there, Terry.
Well, anyway, it's about this car valeting business.
Yeah.
Well, I'm getting back into it, you see. And, well, I can't clean cars outside, you know, in the snow and that. So I was wondering if you knew someone with a garage or maybe a lock-up.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. None other than our very own landlord, one Harold Cross Esquire, DSO, MBE, GOB. Grumpy old beggar.
Pat.
Harry Cross.
Would you know the gentleman, or would you like an introduction?
Hey, I wouldn't mind a bit of moral support.
So you're on your own there, Terry.
Sooner you than me, Terry.
Thanks. Oh, yeah, Santa, this came for you. It's got a Glasgow postmark.
From my husband. Oh. His lady friend's got herself a job. And a work permit. So, he won't be needing a divorce, will he?
Needless to say, these letters are strictly off the record.
Of course.
Only I wouldn't be too pleased with away day mum's 8 mailers child loses eye.
Well, these people are idiots. You can't blame me for them.
I went along with just about everything you said.
I made suggestions. You made the decisions.
Oh, yeah? But there'll be no headline saying Free George Jackson campaign was idea of journalists, will there? I kept the campaign going on your advice, and the minute I turn me back, you stick the knife in.
I understand what you've been through.
Has your wife ever been stuck in jail for something she didn't do?
No.
Or any of your kids been blinded in the eye by some lunatic with an air gun? Of course they haven't. So don't tell me that you understand, because you bloody well don't. You only write about things like that. You don't live them. You're worse than a vampire, sucking people's blood dry.
Look, I wrote an article that was in complete sympathy to your cause. When it reached the sub-editor's desk, the offending headline was added, thus changing the entire emphasis of my article. The first time I knew of that headline was when I read it in print, same as you. All I can say is I'm sorry. I know it's not very much.
You're right. It's not much. It's paltry.
I can't ever see every article I write.
Well, you should have watched this one. If my George reads that...
I'm sorry. I apologise. I'll try and get something in the paper to that effect.
That might be the hospital.
Out. Go now. Go on. Go on, Reg. Terry.
Hello? Yeah, I'm Mr. Jackson. Oh, that's fantastic, yeah. Yeah, yeah, give him a big kiss from all of us, will you, yeah? Look, tell him we'll be in as soon as we can. He'll be seeing us with both his eyes. Thanks a lot, love. Ta-ra. Oh, come on, you dozy mare. He's going to be all right. Hey, come on. You're supposed to be the big toughie.
Hello. Hi. I've brought your bin bags round.
Oh, thanks.
And I'll finish cleaning that carriage out for you if you want.
Great. Come in.
Hang on, I'll just park my wheels.
Did a good job there. It's 4 years since that garage was cleaned out.
4? Felt like 400. Mind you, it's no worse than ours was before our Barry cleared it out. And we've only been living in our house. We've only been living in our house 2.5 years.
What do I owe you for doing the garage?
Oh, no, you're all right. It's on the house. Mind you, it is your house.
So it is. Come on. I'll have to return the favour somehow. How about a drink to start with?
Yeah. Some instant coffee would be nice.
I was thinking of something a bit stronger.
What? Some real coffee?
I'll feel really bad if I don't reward your efforts. How old are you, Damon?
How old do you think I am?
Old enough.
Yeah, I'm about that old, yeah.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
Don't worry if the answer's no.
Yeah, okay.
Have you got a girlfriend yet?
Yeah.
Man of the world, eh?
Yeah, something like that. The, weather's very cold for the time of year, isn't it?
I think we'd be much more comfortable upstairs. Don't you think?
Well, yeah.
Fancy bringing the glasses? Come on, Damon.
Oh, well, there's something new every day.
A month's deposit and a month in advance.
Hey, I'm not moving in, you know. I'm not a tenant.
No, but your cars will be tenants in this garage, won't they?
Couldn't agree more, Ralph. See, he's neutral, and even he agrees. So that's it. A month's deposit and a month in advance.
And you can move in your first car the day you hand over the cash.
Oh, who said anything about cash?
Well, if you pay by cheque, we'll have to add on VAT.
Oh, no, that wouldn't have anything to do with you not wanting to pay the tax man, would it?
Well, if you pay by cash, we can forget about the VAT.
Cash it is then, eh?
And if I were you, I'd hurry up. This snow doesn't do cars any good at all.
Cut the double act. I've got the message. Well, I better go and start earning some money then, hadn't I? If I'm going to be exploited by you two.
You should do well on your own in the balloting business. That Barry Grant held you back.
Oh, sorry, how are you doing?
Hey, have you ever been mugged by a couple of old-age pensioners?
Believe you two have been throwing your weight around, haven't you?
We use brains, not brawn, round here.
Go ahead, a pair of you to stitch in Terry up.
No, I've rented my garage to him for his balloting business.
Just a temporary arrangement.
Yeah, he'll be bankrupt before we know it.
Glad I'm not dealing with you. I bet you'd even charge them for the lecky.
Must be out the front. I'm going off my rocker. Not there.
You what?
The pram, you fool, it's not there.
Well, where is it?
If I knew that, love, I wouldn't be looking for it, would I?
Well, where did you leave it?
Out there, it's gone.
Well, it must be somewhere. You can't just lose a pram.
Oh,
Look, she, no one's accusing.
Not much, you're not.
Hi.
Oh, sure you don't want paying?
You are?
The garage?
Oh.
What else would I be paying you for?
Yeah, right.
See you next week.
Oh, yeah, right. OK.
The pram!
Yeah, go on, I am listening.
I don't get it. Hina doesn't have to marry him now. But she's going to anyway. I mean, she wants to. She couldn't be in love with him, could she?
Well, why did you marry him?
Yeah. Anyway, how's the new song coming along? Going to be all set for the big night, eh?
Yeah, I think so. You know, Johnny Dunbar's career is going to take off within the first 3 bars of this song. You know, Sam, this is the first time I've ever had one of my songs performed. Well, professionally, I mean.
Let's hope it won't be the last.
Oh, Sandra.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You think I've left it somewhere, don't you?
You couldn't have left it anywhere, Queen. You brought the baby home in it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. That proves I brought the pram home.
Look, you don't have to prove anything to me, Queen. I'm your husband, aren't I?
Proves I'm not going round the bend.
Look, you're just a little bit run down, aren't you? You're letting things get on top of you. Well, that's all right. That's not unusual, Queen. Just try and get a grip of yourself, eh? You'll soon get over it. It's only postnatal depression.
Only postnatal depression. Only. There's nothing only about it. God, you don't understand anything at all, do you? Look, I don't feel as if that baby is a part of me. I don't feel as if you are either. I want to love the pair of you, but I can't feel it. I can't feel anything. Oh, I'm aching all over. I don't feel like sex at the moment, and I'm scared stiff I might never again, and my husband's cavorting around Petrochem with a thoroughly modern woman, and everything she says is listening to, wide-eyed, your putty in her hands. Now the pram's gone missing and you think that I've lost it.
No, I don't.
You called me stupid before and now it's only postnatal depression. Oh, get off me! I don't need you. I'm only crying.
Hiya.
Look, your mum's upset. She's lost the pram, all right. Don't say anything. Tomorrow I'll go out and get another one, exactly the same model, colour, everything, all right?
Yeah.
Well, if I'm in the room, you won't be able to talk about me behind my back, will you? Do you think I'm mad as well?
No one thinks you're mad, she.
I've lost the pram. Now, who ever heard of a mother wheeling home her baby and losing the pram between the path and the front door? Oh, is it under here?
Oh, come on,
No,
she.
no.
Don't, love.
Oh, what about behind the television? No. Any bulges in the carpet where a pram could hide? Down the settee? No.
Someone must have nicked him, mustn't he?
Who'd come up the close and steal a pram? Don't talk soft.
At least you haven't lost the baby. Oh, sorry, Mum. I didn't mean that. I'm sorry, Dad. I was only trying.
Oh, don't worry, lad. Must be the way you tell him.
Hey, you're looking very smart.
Thank you. Big day.
Gonna be made managing director.
Next week. I'm meeting some new clients today. I want to make a good impression.
Oh, hey, I wish I had the vital spark.
What spark?
Ambition.
Can be a hard taskmaster.
Yeah, well, as my old school teacher used to say, you've either got it or you haven't.
Are you sure you haven't got it?
Well, not yet, anyway. I think I'm waiting for it to strike. Hey, Heather, if you're going to read car magazines, you'll have to think about getting a more serious motor.
Wait and see. Anyway, you're a fine one to talk.
That's a thoroughbred.
Oh, yeah?
I'll see ya.
Bye. Morning.
Hey, we're all bright and early this morning.
Yeah.
Well, early anyway.
I had to get up to see Gary after school.
Oh, Marie not well?
Marie's not here.
Oh?
No, she had to leave the house at 6:30 this morning.
Well, go on, then.
What?
Well, tell me where she's gone. How can I be the eyes and ears of the close if I don't know where people have gone?
Where do you think?
Oh, the prison.
Yeah, she's got a special visiting order so she can tell George how little George is. I wish she didn't have to go. It always upsets her.
Yeah, well, not very nice places, prisons.
She looks forward to it all the month, goes all that way, and then she only gets to see him for a bit.
Well, she'd feel worse if she didn't go.
I suppose so. These don't help.
Why not?
Well, if they're the same as yesterday, there'll be those awful letters from people telling her what a bad mother she is.
Hate mail?
Ever since they did that article in the paper about little George's accident. That Rick Sexton's got a lot to answer for, if you ask me.
Yeah, self-righteous bigots. Well, will you show them to her?
Well, I don't know what they are for certain, do I? Oh, I just wish it was all over.
Well, it will be soon, though, won't it? George will be home soon.
Yeah.
He'll be out soon.
Not long to wait then, eh?
Happy birthday, Damon. Give us a minute, will you?
Karen? Mrs. Jackson?
Yeah,
Have a seat.
thanks. Where's George?
Well, you're a bit earlier than expected. You know what prison routine's like.
Well, I caught the earlier train. I want to get back to go to the hospital, you know, to see little George.
Ah, yes, your son. How is he, Mrs. Jackson?
All right. They say the eye's going to be all right. Well, that's why I want to see George, to tell him, because he'll have been that worried.
Yes, he has been worried.
Did you want to see me about him coming out?
No, really, Mrs. Jackson, that's not why I asked you to come here. I wonder, could you help me?
Help you?
Yes, give me some insight into your husband. He's very fond of his children, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's a very loving man, is George. Why do you want to know?
So I suppose he'd have been very worried about your son.
Oh, yeah, he would. He worships them lads. It's not right that he was taken away from them.
Did he know which hospital your son was in?
Well, I said. Well, anyway, he'd know it'd be the eye hospital.
Oh, yes, of course. He'd want to see the boy, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. But he told me never to bring them here. He didn't want them to see him in a place like this.
Don't upset yourself, Mrs. Jackson.
It's easy for you to say, isn't it? Don't upset yourself. I can't help it. Little George in hospital. Me bringing the kids up on my own. Oh, it's easy for you lot to say. He must take his punishment. He never did anything.
This isn't helping, Mrs. Jackson. I'll see if I can find out. I'll get my secretary to make you a cup of coffee. You'd like a cup of coffee, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, you sit there.
They will let me see George, won't they?
I'll be as quick as I can.
Malcolm Pollock, P-O-L-L-O-C-K?
That's right.
And he's their FD.
I wish you luck.
Well, we need it.
Well, you won't, but Heather might.
Why?
One of them?
That's right.
What?
This little piggy.
Ah. Oh, well, once he's seen you.
Ah, it's not as easy as that.
With people like that, it's I know what I think. Don't confuse me with facts.
Oh, I'm sure you'll cope with him once he realises that you're the team leader. It is quite an important account, you know. Tom Curzon has built the business up himself, and he's keen for everything to go well when it goes public. It is a critical moment for a company of this size.
Yes, I know.
Turns the chairman into an instant millionaire.
If all goes well.
Take particular care with the stock check. As you know, they've just launched a new product recently, which they're pushing hard. So there'll be a considerable throughput of stock at the moment.
Right. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Oh, moving up market, Heather?
Well, now I'm team leader.
You deserve it. You work hard enough.
Yes, I think at last I'm ready to have a grown-up car.
Oh, well, never expected this. Oh, Barry's remembered to see.
That's nice.
And he's written to a girl. Oh, well, hope you are too. I suppose that's his idea of a letter.
It's as near as we'll ever get. As long as he's all right.
Mom? What day is Father Daly in for confession?
Saturday afternoon. Why, what do you want to know for?
Well, it's Lent, innit?
Yeah, it is, but I didn't think you'd noticed.
Well, all those years of making us go to church haven't been wasted.
Why Father Daly?
Why not?
Because he's got a reputation for being soft. So what have you been up to?
What I've been getting up to?
Oh, you didn't rob them bin liners, did you?
Of course I didn't. What'd you take me for? I'm not our Barry, you know.
All right. Oh, sorry. Love, if you've done something you've got to confess to, why don't you tell me?
I thought they were supposed to be confidential.
I know, but it might be something I could help you with.
No, it's nothing. Just thoughts.
Oh.
You know, being out of work. Envy.
I see.
Only now I'm 17, I've got to take these things more seriously, haven't I?
I'll get someone to show you around. It's all a bit specialised. Do you know anything about electronics?
Well, I hope I'm... Oh, enough for our purposes, Mr. Pollock.
I'd like to make a start on the review as soon as possible.
I think you'll find things straightforward enough in that direction. Get Harrison in here, will you? Oh, and tell him I want him today, not tomorrow.
If you could let us have copies of the published accounts for the past 5 years, that should give us a good start. Let us see how the company has expanded over a period of time.
There are no problems there. I've pulled this company up by its bootstraps over the last few years.
Oh, really? I was told it was Tom Curzon who'd actually built the company up.
Tom started it, true enough, and he still does a fair amount. Oh, he's full of ideas and has a good feel for shop floor politics, but it's all very much seat-of-the-pants stuff.
Still, he hasn't done too badly so far, has he?
No. And that's all very well and good in a company of this size, but not for growth. And it's no good having good products when you don't have sound financial control.
Indeed it isn't, Mr. Pollock. Otherwise, people like you and me would be out of a job.
You wanted me?
Yes. Miss Havisham appears to be in something of a hurry.
Oh.
I'm Miss Havisham, Heather Havisham, Hamilton Devereux.
Oh, you've come to do the review of the flotation prospectus.
Yes, that's right. This is my assistant, Greg McAdam.
Hello. Harrison is one of my accountants.
Mike Harrison.
He will show you all you need to know. Any problems, you know where I am.
Oh, just as long as you point us in the direction of the right information, I'm sure we'll find our way.
George?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Jackson.
Why not? Where is he? What have you done with him? Look, I've got to see him. I've got a right. I've got a permit.
It's not that, Mrs. Jackson. It's not that we won't let you see him. We're not preventing you. The fact is, we don't know where he is.
What do you mean you don't know where he is?
I'm sorry I kept you waiting earlier. We were doing a check, hoping to find he concealed himself on the premises, but he's not to be found. It's thought he must have gone over the wall on the seaward side.
What do you mean he's escaped?
Absconded, yes. I'm afraid it very much looks like it, Mrs. Jackson.
Though things may fall apart and it's raining in my heart, I'll never know the reason why. I just can't say goodbye.
Very good. Here you are. Don't know if the colour will go with your leotard.
Ta. I just need it to keep the hair out my eyes.
Nothing worse than viewing your eyes when you're trying to dance. What kind of dancing is it?
Modern jazz.
Very nice. Come with you if I hadn't been on my feet all day.
Well, I haven't done a lot before. I just felt I could do the exercise.
Oh, well, enjoy yourself anyway.
Sure.
Cheerio. You're not still like that. It's not that same song.
You know, Sam, there's this phrase been running through my head all day. I think it sounds a bit better. Do you want to hear it?
I think I can wait to hear Johnny sing it. Anyway, I thought you'd finished it and sent it to him.
A work of art is never finished, Sandra, just abandoned.
Is that what it is? A wicker bar?
You know, this is a great opportunity for me. Johnny Dunbar's on his way up. So if it goes well tomorrow night, who knows where it might lead.
Paddy goes to Hollywood?
Well, maybe not Hollywood.
We're out of hospital portering, eh?
Well, I've never been a man to give up opportunities, have I?
Well, Kate and me better go on our glad rags tomorrow night then, eh?
Hey, just clothes will do. By the way, did I tell you I've invited Lisa along as well?
Oh, getting serious, is it?
I didn't say serious, did I? I just thought she might enjoy a night out.
And you'll enjoy a senior moment of glory, eh?
Yeah, and that too.
Be Patrick and his harem then, won't it? Lucky Patrick. 3 women and top of the charts all in the one night.
Ooh.
Well, there's one thing. You can hardly introduce time and motion into accountancy. You can hardly predict or standardise man's fallibility in writing up the books, or his ingenuity to fiddle.
My father says auditing instructions used to begin, add payroll. If in error, add it again.
You seem to be getting on very well together.
Yes.
Is it a private joke, or can anybody join in?
It was just a joke my father used to tell.
Yeah?
About having to keep on adding the same thing up.
Yeah. Ah. Harrison telling you all you need to know?
Yes, he's very helpful.
Of course, a firm like this, built up by one man, has its own way of doing things.
I think we all have. Human beings love variations on a theme.
Go on, you can get that stuff put away. I presume you've finished for the day?
Yes.
I'll give you a hand, Michael.
Right. If you wanted me to fill you in a little more on the background, we could always do it over a drink. It's well past opening time.
It could be very helpful. Greg, I'm sure, would find that particularly useful.
I wasn't actually thinking of Greg.
Ah.
Well?
Afraid I'm busy tonight, Mr. Pollock.
I see, but Greg could. And if Greg would. No doubt I'll see you tomorrow.
No doubt.
Whose idea was this, then?
What?
The oldie-worldy decorations.
Committee.
It's tried to do that at my branch down south, but we wouldn't have it. Modernisation, they call it.
Why?
Can't say I agree. What's the matter with the old ways? That's what I want to know.
I think it's very nice. Have you been a member here long?
We didn't bother shifting our membership. Too busy to go clubbing. We've moved twice in the last 2 years, you know. It's a lot of work moving.
Do you live round here?
Not so far.
As I was saying to Edna, you've got to get out down again, haven't you? Especially when you've got a lodger.
Ralph's not a lodger.
What do you call him? A paying guest?
He's a friend who's staying with us. His wife had died. Are you married?
Yes.
Does your wife come in here?
No.
Oh.
Let anybody join these places nowadays. You, Army?
Burma.
I was with Monty in the desert.
I was in a prison camp for 2 years, building the railway.
Puts you off going abroad, doesn't it? An experience like that.
I only weighed 5 stone when I came back. Yeah, to invalid me out.
Lest we forget. I was a standard bearer down at my old ranch.
Oh, were you?
Well, that was one of the reasons which made me wonder should I move. Not knowing how you were fixed up here for standard bearers.
You'd have to know a member of the committee. Oh. As a matter of fact, I'm on the committee.
You having one?
Hi, Mum. Have we disturbed you, Mrs. Grant?
No, I was waiting for you. Must have dropped off.
He says his dad's going to teach him how to drive now he's 17. Is he?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him. He's ever here to ask.
Any tea ready, Mum?
David, put that down.
Oh, I'm starving. My stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
Yeah, well, we're not starting till everybody's here. Till your father's here.
Where is he, Mrs. Grant? Working late?
Don't ask me, love. Nobody tells me anything these days. And there's no need for you to look so funny about it either. You're as bad as your father.
Me? What have I done?
Well, I don't know, love. I thought you were going to confess that to Father Daly.
What are you going to confession for?
If you can find that out, love, you're doing better than I am. All right, I'm coming. There's another one. Scarce.
So, what are you going to confession for?
Oh, it's just me mum making me do my Easter duties.
Hey, what you been up to, Damon? Hey, it's not that Mrs. Bancroft, is it?
No. Why should it be?
You didn't. Hey, Damon, she didn't.
Look, just shut up, will you, and keep that out of it.
Oh, go on, tell us what happened.
Nothing.
Oh, come on, tell us what happened.
Nothing. Well, nothing I'm going to tell you about, anyway. This is great, this, isn't it? 3rd degree and no tea. Fine birthday this is turning out to be.
Hey, that rhymes.
What do you think you're doing?
Harold, you made me jump.
I'll do more than make you jump. What do you think you're playing at?
Well, you see, you've got to get 3 cherries in a row, or 3 plums, or...
You don't have to explain it to me, love. I know how the machines work. I'm just wondering what you're doing wasting my money on them. I thought you'd given up gambling.
Well, it's only a bit of fun.
It's still gambling.
Not real gambling.
As good as. I've watched them on the telly from Las Vegas. You can get hooked on these things.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit twiddling my thumbs while you and that chap talk about the good old days? It's not even as though he brought his wife with him.
Bingo. You like playing bingo, don't you?
What?
Well, there's a game going on in the next room here. I'll sub you.
Oh, Harold, that's lovely. But I thought you didn't like me playing bingo.
I don't like you playing bingo at home with the other fella, Ralph. But if you play bingo here, I can keep my eye on you and see how much money you're spending.
Well, who are you, then? Security? I thought that was the switchboard's number. Gone home? I thought there was a meeting. When was it cancelled, though? Oh, no, it doesn't matter, love. It doesn't matter at all, no. No, I'll catch him when he gets home. All right, thanks, love.
Hey, you've really got the knack, haven't you?
Hey, my magic.
Damon, the champ.
Shh, you wake the baby up again.
Hey, it's not funny, you know. I don't want her yelling her head off all the way through tea.
Yeah, well, seeing as how it is a special occasion, Mum, do you think there's any chance of starting?
No, I've told you, we're waiting for your father to come home.
Oh, but Mum, we wanted to go out after.
How long will Mr. Grant be, Mrs. Grant?
Don't ask me, love. I'm just his wife. Well, how should I know?
He said he had a meeting.
He did, didn't he? But there's no telling where he really is.
Oh, Mum, he often has to work late.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Too often these days.
Well, we don't mind waiting for our tea, Mum.
Oh, what does it matter? Come on. Let's get started. Try and do things nice and it all goes wrong.
I'm not really hungry, Mum. I just thought I was.
It's all right, love. Come on, let's get cracking while Madam up there's being quiet, eh? It's you.
Why? Who are you waiting for? I had the Christmas orders at the milkman.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Dad. Can we have our tea now?
First things first. Have a deck with this, lad. Sorry I'm late, Shay. Been to pick this up. I've been on the phone all week trying to get one the same as that was pinched. Had to go all the way to Manchester for this. Where did you think I was?
Hi. Hello, Michelle.
Been working late?
No, I've just been out for a meal with Greg, my assistant.
Oh, aye.
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's a lot easier than cooking after a hard day's work. Oh, is that all? Yeah, that's all.
Oh, hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just brought your headband back.
Oh, did you have a good time?
Oh, it's great.
Keep your fit a bit, eh?
Talking your feet, you should have seen the teacher.
Must have been a man teacher then.
Certainly was.
Bit of a hunk, was he?
Oh, you should have seen him in his leotard.
Oh, a man in tights, don't tell me.
Well, I'll be back next week. Nothing's going to keep me away.
Well, you better not let Terry know then, eh?
Sure.
Cheerio.
Here we are. 10p each.
Oh, you'd never get me buying them. Don't believe in them.
Why not?
I never win.
Well, you won't if you don't buy any.
Besides, it's gambling.
But these are for club funds.
Still gambling.
The committee have to sell them. We like people to support our funds, especially new members.
Oh, well, if it's to support the club. Yeah, give us 5.
10.
10.
And them as do win, they generally put that in the funds too.
Harold, you'll never guess.
What?
Look, it's my lucky night. I've won. That should stop you grumbling, Harold Cross.
How can I help you?
Just having a look at Sirocco, thanks.
Heather.
My God, it's Dawn,
I
isn't
thought
it?
it was you. I couldn't be certain. I was a bit misled by the executive ladies' gear.
Yeah, I suppose it is a bit of a change.
After all, I've never seen you in anything except jeans before.
Oh, no, that's not true. You remember that blue dress?
Oh, yes, I remember that.
I was one of the best-dressed students in our year.
I certainly agree with that. Because if you're doing well.
Yeah, it's working out. I'm with Hamilton Devereux, you know, the chartered accountants.
Oh, yes. I should have known.
Well, we did rather lose touch.
After I lost out to Roger.
Yeah.
Still, it's water under the bridge. How is Roger?
I've no idea.
What?
I haven't seen him for over a year.
But I thought you two... I mean, you did get married.
Oh, yes, we got married.
It didn't work out.
Something like that.
What went wrong?
You know, Roger, never satisfied. Should have taken your advice, Don.
Should have stuck with me. I'd have been satisfied with you.
Oh, not you again.
You know what I'm here for, don't you?
George isn't here.
Seeing's believing.
You won't find him. I've told you he's not here.
I'd rather look round for myself. I'll have to ask you a few questions.
It's no use asking questions. I don't know where he is. I wish I did. At least I'd know he was all right.
Has he been in contact with you at all?
No. I can't bear to think of him out there on his own, hiding in some ditch.
No, we don't know he's doing that, do we?
He's got to sleep somewhere, hasn't he? He's been out all night now. Didn't seem right, me having a bed when he didn't. I couldn't lie in it. I had to get up. I didn't even put a dressing gown on. I just thought if I was as cold as he was, then he'd know I was thinking about him.
You'll do no good making yourself ill, you know.
I even thought I'd rather he was in that place than out there in the dark on his own.
Well, perhaps the best thing you can do for him now is help us find him.
Help you? Why should I? What has the police ever done for me except take my husband away? I'd go to me grave sooner than help you.
You do want to help your husband, don't you?
Of course I do. What do you take me for?
And you don't want him to spend another night in the dark out there on his own, do you?
No, I don't.
Well, that's what he'll have to do, isn't it? Where can he go? Can he come here? Or go to friends or relatives? Or to the hospital to see the lad? We'll have a man there, you know that.
I suppose you will. There's so many of you. There's only one of him.
That's right, Mrs. Jackson. He's outnumbered. Whatever he does, wherever he goes, we'll get there first. We'll get him in the end, whether you help us or not. And remember this, a prisoner who absconds loses remission. The longer it is before we can get to him, the longer it'll be before he can come home properly.
Well, this is where I go into my salesman pitch. Close the sale.
Hang on a minute. I'd like to make a few inquiries about finance first.
Well, we do have a scheme.
Thank you. I reckon I can do better than that.
Yes, of course, being in the business. Anyway, it'll give me an excuse to see you again.
That'd be nice. If you're free.
How do you mean?
You're not married?
No. Anymore. It's like you, I made a mistake.
I'm sorry.
Put it down to experience.
What happened? And you don't have to tell me if you don't want to.
Well, it just didn't work, really. All she wanted was money, and I just wasn't earning enough. Particularly when I was doing the Law Society exams.
Is that why you gave up?
What?
Becoming a solicitor? At least that's what you were going to do, wasn't it? When we were at college together.
Yes, well, all that pressure from home. I failed the exams. I was having to do 2 jobs at once, make ends meet.
Is that why you're doing this? Sales room manager?
That's right. Not what I'd have chosen. But there you are. No marriage. Stuck here.
Well, you're good at it. You've certainly done a good job selling me this car.
So you'll be in touch then?
Yeah, when I've sorted out the money and you've sorted out the delivery date.
Good. Of course, I mean, we could be in touch without it being business.
Yeah, we could.
Perhaps we could meet for a drink. For old time's sake.
Yeah, it's all right.
You'll be able to see your face in that soon.
Oh, I like to keep the place nice. Look after the lads. It's all I can do for George, keep things going.
The best thing you can do for him now is to help us find him.
Do you think I was born yesterday?
You said it yourself. Where can he go?
I won't betray him. Not after how I fought.
People get over these things, you know. Make a fresh start.
It's killing him, that place.
Where can he run to? Think about that.
It's a fiddly job, this.
It'll be worth it when you win.
Yes, we've got plenty left. There's bound to be a winner in this lot.
It's bound to be. You've got enough of them.
Well, I could afford it, couldn't after winning on the bingo. Oh, £25.
How many squares have you got?
One. No, 2.
Oh, this might be it.
Oh,
No luck.
not this time, no.
I wondered why you two were so quiet.
You made me jump.
I might have known.
You shouldn't walk about so quiet. It's creepy.
Oh, that's a good one, Edna.
What?
Creepy. Walk about quiet. Do you get it? Creepy.
Oh.
Time we had a cup of tea, isn't it?
Well, you've only just had your dinner.
I could do with one, Edna. It's thirsty work, this.
Oh, all right.
What's this in aid of?
Ah, there's no harm in it.
There is with somebody like Edna.
Look, they're only 10p each.
It's still gambling, isn't it?
Well, you could call it that.
That is what I call it. I thought you'd agreed to help me to stop her gambling.
Oh, but that was the ponies. She hasn't been near her bookies for weeks.
If you're spending money and taking chances, that's gambling. This is gambling. It's a temptation to someone like Edna. It's in her blood, and you should know that.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
Fine return for my hospitality, you encouraging her.
I still don't see the harm in it, Harry.
Well, I do. And I'll take care of this little lot.
Hello.
Hello?
Deacon Matthews, Chief Accountant.
How do you do? Heather Havisham, Hamilton Devereux.
Very pleased to meet you, Miss Havisham. So, you're the new team leader. And you'll be preparing the flirtation prospectus.
Yes, that's right.
Quite a responsibility for someone your age. But then I'm sure you're very experienced.
I have been auditing for a couple of years now.
On your way to the top, I believe.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Are they showing you all you need to know?
Yes, everyone's being most cooperative, thank you.
And going well, is it?
It's early days yet. Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you about. Yeah. Overtime payments in the design department, they do seem unusually high.
Oh, well, you know designers, once they get hold of an idea. Have you seen the sales figures?
Just a quick look so far.
No, well, then you'll know how good they are. Demand's been tremendous since we introduced the CTS 9. That's the new line. We've had stuff going out of here like hotcakes.
Yes.
Well, that's what finally made Curzon decide to go public. You can't run a one-man band forever. The time's come when we have to expand. And for that, you need capital.
Yes.
That's why I advised him to float the company. So make sure the prospectus is tempting. We want the flotation to go well, don't we?
I don't know about tempting. It's my job to make it accurate.
Of course. But you couldn't ask for a sounder firm than this. Take my word for it. I should know.
Well, they're going to think it's Christmas when they see me going in like this.
Or else you won the pools.
Well, by the time I finish, I'll have no time to come back here and change. I'll have to go straight to the club. Not that I feel like clubbing it after a late shift, but still, duty calls.
Did you know Pat's got the full support party coming tonight? Did you know he'd asked Lisa?
No? Is it serious?
Is he ever?
Hey, have you seen my blue shirt?
I'm not ironing it for you.
No one can iron it till I find it, can they?
Have you looked in the dirty linen basket? Has anyone done the washing this week?
Oh, no, it's my favourite one. I wanted to wear it tonight.
Doesn't matter.
Look, you never know. They might invite me up on stage for a standing ovation.
He's confident.
Oh, not really, just hopeful. Well, that's why I need all the support I can get.
Well, don't worry. We'll all rally round. I'll be out of that hospital so fast they won't see me going. Wild horses wouldn't drag me away.
How long can you stop him?
As long as it takes.
Gary's going to be home from school soon. I don't want him to see you.
Well, it doesn't have to be in the house. We can always station a car around the corner.
Well, that'd be better. He's been through a lot, has Gary. I mean, more than any kid should. He's only 11.
Of course, we'd have to intercept any phone calls.
Oh.
I wish you'd believe we want to help.
Is there no way?
Believe me, Mrs. Jackson, the best thing you can do for him now is help us find out where he is.
They won't punish him, will they?
He'll have to serve his sentence.
I mean, they won't do anything else.
They don't beat people up if that's what you're afraid of.
I just hope George understands. Yeah, he's all right. He's going to be all right, no permanent damage. Are you all right? Oh, don't worry about us, worry about yourself. Tell me where you are, George.
Mr. Rivers.
Yeah? Oh, you're a new girl here?
New maybe, but not quite a novice.
Oh?
I'm with the auditors, Heather Havisham.
Oh, well, I knew they were sending a woman, but I didn't expect
Someone so young.
well, not just that you're young.
Well, what did you expect?
Well, you know, the kind of professor type, glasses and a bun.
Why does everyone expect a woman auditor to be a real old battle axe?
Because you're supposed to be so clever.
You know why I'm here?
Oh, yeah, the big fella told me.
The big fella?
Tom. Tom Cousin.
Oh, you seem to know him very well.
Well, I should know him well. I've been with him from the beginning. In fact, at one time it was just me and him. And now look at this, eh? All this from one wee workshop in 12 years.
He's certainly done very well. He must be quite something.
Ah, he's one of the best. He's kept me on, although I can't get about the way I used to. Arthritis.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I'm quite happy here. And I can keep an eye on things for Tom. There's nothing goes in or out of this place without I know it.
I suppose you could say that's why I'm here, to keep an eye on things. I was told you were the person to talk to about stock.
You're told right.
Do you have invoices? Copies of stock in, stock out?
Certainly have. You won't fault me in my paperwork.
Oh?
You can go through this little lot for a start. I think you might find them interesting.
Thank you. I'm sure I shall.
How much longer?
They'll get to him as soon as they can.
I hope to God he understands.
Charlie Romeo 1.
What is it?
Hang on a minute. They found him, Mrs. Jackson. He'll be on his way back to prison within the hour.
Cheers. So, right, half a lager sand and a shandy for you, Lisa.
Thanks, Pat.
Cheers.
What's that?
It's a tomato juice. It's good for me.
Did he ask you if you were a smoker before he asked you?
No.
Surprised that he goes on to me about it.
We had no need. We got one of those no smoking signs on the door.
Oh, my God. There'll be nowhere safe soon for the likes of you.
Where's Kate? She's had plenty of time to get here by now.
The bus could be late.
Oh, there's plenty of time. Johnny Dunbar's not here yet.
Yeah, I hope it's not too late. There's a few things I wanted to go over before he sees it.
Have you heard him do it?
No, I've not had a chance, have I? Still, he's good, so I'm sure I'll do it justice.
You're quite hopeful about this, aren't you?
Well, if it goes well tonight, you're going to rank like me.
Could be his passport out of the porter's room and into the big time.
Just hope he gets here soon, that's all.
And Kate, we don't want her to miss it.
Just a minute, love. Where are you going?
What does it look like in there?
Oh, no, you're not.
Oh, come on.
You remember?
No.
Members only.
Look, my friends are in there waiting for me.
Well, that's what they all say.
But it's true. More than just waiting. My friend's got a song on.
Everybody's got a reason. You know, friends inside, big night out. Where would I be if I listened to all the reasons? I'd have a job.
Okay, then. I'll join.
Sorry.
Look, I feel really let down if I don't get in.
You gotta be sponsored by a member.
Okay, look, my friends are in there. I'll go in, get them out, and they'll sponsor me.
Look, lady, I told you. It's my job not to let people in, whatever the reason.
Well, what about them?
Must be members, mustn't they?
I don't believe them. They didn't show any cards.
I know them, don't I?
You know the colour of their skin, you mean?
Perhaps we can get Pat up dancing the show's over.
Really, Pat?
You're kidding her, aren't you?
Hancock.
Yeah, that's me.
You went with Johnny Dunbar?
Oh, yeah, is he coming?
No, we got a message. He's not going to make it.
Oh, no.
Not good night for my members, is it?
God, he promised me.
It's a really good song.
She was his lady, but we're not going to get a chance to hear it, are we? Nobody else knows it.
Pat knows it.
He should do. He wrote it. Aye, he sung it enough times at home.
That's no use to me, is it?
Pa could sing it for you. You've got to have something to put on.
Sand, I haven't sung in public for years.
I need something to make up for that jet lag. It'll have to be good.
Oh, he's got a really good voice. Go on, Pat, you can do it.
Oh.
Could be a big chance, Pat.
Yeah, maybe it's better than nothing.
Might never get another chance.
Not here, you won't know if you let me down.
Go on, do it, Pat.
Oh, I don't know.
Ah, you'll be all right. You'll do it, won't you?
Right, you're on in 5 minutes.
Oh, well, it's my bedtime. Up the little wooden hill.
What are you on about?
It's what Grace used to say. Up the little wooden hill to Bedfordshire. Little wooden hill is the stairs.
I know that. I'm not daft. Only this happens to be a bungalow.
Oh, bother.
Yeah, let me take those.
Thanks. Well, it's not going to do you much good, you know. We've got a carpet for that.
I didn't notice it fell down, did I? I haven't got eyes in the back of me head.
You've lost something. Harold Cross.
Give 'em here.
They're my scrape and see cards. The ones I was looking for.
Oh, no, they're not. He tore them up.
You did what? There was a winner in those, I'm sure of it.
It's gambling. And you know how I feel about gambling.
Oh, what are you doing with those in your pocket, then?
Oh, well, I don't know. I had to buy a few.
Had to, had you? Been gambling, have you?
I had to buy a few off a committee member in the club.
Not just cards, are they? Gambling cards. That's what you call them. Get in the book, are you, Harold? You never know where it might lead, do you?
Tea coming up.
Oh, you missed a treat.
Yeah, why didn't you come, Kate? We were waiting for you.
I couldn't.
Well, you said you'd support me.
Yeah, well, I wasn't well.
Well, why are you in bed then, eh?
I just needed to be quiet.
You don't know what happened tonight?
What?
He's a star.
So what do you mean?
He had to go on stage. You see, Johnny Dunbar didn't turn up.
Da-da-da-da. No things may fall apart, and it's raining in my heart.
You did it? You went up on stage?
Yeah. Oh, I was so scared.
He was really great. Not a bad one, but a real good one.
No need to get up, love.
I wasn't really asleep.
You're a good actress, then. You should be in bed.
What's the point? Madam will want her supper. May as well wait till she's settled. What time is it?
Time? Quite late. About 11 o'clock, I think.
Oh, and what's kept you out till this time?
A meeting about the strike.
A meeting? Till now? Nearly 11?
Yeah, it took us a while to persuade young Peterson to go for the straw poll. He was all for striking right off. He's a young hothead, him. Then we did go for the quick drink, like.
Who?
Mind you, I only had the 1 pint.
Who with?
There was 2 or 3 of us.
From the union?
Oh, yeah, that's what the meeting was, yeah, a union meeting.
So I expect Janet Hanson to be there, would she?
Yeah, but she's only executive. It was an executive meeting.
No wonder you were late, then.
Hey, come on, sit down. You look absolutely worn out.
Sit down, me. When do I ever get the chance to sit down? There's always somebody wanting something. Food, clean clothes. Oh, God! Listen, there's another one. I've had 20 years of this, you know. Mom, Mom.
All right, Shay, I'll get it. You just sit there, love. I don't like to see you like this. You're absolutely worn out.
What do you expect at my age?
Look, Shay, this can't happen again. I wouldn't risk it again. I've been thinking about that operation, the vasectomy. I know you won't like it, but it's my decision, and I'm making it, okay? Well, come on, Shay, I've got to do something. I couldn't see you going through this again, could I? Look, I know the church doesn't agree.
Oh, it's not just the church.
Right. Right. Ah. You what, Shay? You think this would give me licence to go with any woman I wanted, don't you? Oh, behave yourself, will you, Sheila?
Oh, go on, get her! I don't want to talk about it now.
Sheila.
Morning, Heather. How goes it?
Good morning, Mr. Matthews. Fine, thank you.
Oh, please. I'm Deacon to my friends.
Deacon.
Well, you've obviously been busy. There have been reported sightings of you all over the factory. In the canteen kitchen, the stationery store, switchboard. Not even Tom Curzon penetrates that far.
Well, I like to make myself known.
Evidently.
Was there something you wanted, Deacon?
Yeah. I wanted your advice. I wondered what you thought of these. They're down to 70 pence now. They must be due to go up again soon. And I've heard talk of a takeover.
I'm sorry, I don't know much about the stock market. Can't afford to dabble.
That's a pity. It's a little weakness of mine. I thought we might have compared notes.
Well,
what are you doing for lunch?
Pardon?
I was wondering if you were free for lunch.
No, not today, I'm sorry.
Another engagement, I expect.
No, not really. I just want to do some shopping, that's all.
Well, perhaps another day. Tomorrow.
Perhaps. I'm not sure. If you'll excuse me, Deacon, I really must get on.
I feel sorry for you, Marie Jones. I thought your old fellow was bad enough with your mother.
Go on.
But I never thought I'd see the day when he'd rear a daughter who shot her own kids. I knew no good would come of your family, and I can't say I'm surprised. I always hated you, Marie, ever since you threw me out that Christmas. I said it'd cost you, and I think it has.
Do you remember? You'd never let me play with her kids, Marie.
I just forget it. It's evil talk.
They really crawl out the woodwork when you're in trouble, don't they? Oh, let him hate me. If it gives them something to do, let them write to me. But if I ever get my hands on him, God forgive me.
Spiteful old man. Of course she hates you. You've come up in the world. She's still stuck down there. That kid stunk. I never wanted to play with him anyway.
They'll say that about mine. And I dressed them lads lovely. If I'd known it was going to cause all this trouble, I'd never have gone to London.
Oh, you think they'd have better things to do at the time?
Well, love, I never did have any time for you. Got even less for you now.
I'll get it.
Right, now, Terry, what about me Free George Jackson campaign?
Well, you've done a great job, Marie. Honest.
It's been useless. People are laughing at me.
Well, I'm wasting my time.
Terry, it's your dad.
All right, Dad.
Hello, lad. Hello, Marie.
Hiya.
Mind if I join you?
Sheila, if you could, I'd be ever so grateful.
Well, I'll try and remember what I did with the recipe, but it was such a long time ago.
Almost 2 years. But Paul's never stopped talking about your cheese straws. I've tried to make them countless times.
They were nothing special.
They were. They just melted. Well, Paul often says they just melted. Baby Grant's got something to look forward to, hasn't she?
Has she? I don't know.
Look at your brood. I mean, they glow. Karen and Damon positively glow with health.
Yeah.
Wish Gordon was quite so glowing.
Well, I'll look out the recipe for you, Annabelle.
Sheila, you're an angel.
It's the last thing I am.
Well, you are to me. Look, why don't you pop over later? Bring the baby. Love to see her. Please. Bye. Bye.
Good morning, Miss Havisham.
How did you know it was me, Archie?
Your fanfare.
Oh, I see. Have you got a minute? I'd like to ask you something.
Leap year, is it? Or are you looking for a new chip for your calculator?
No, not exactly.
Oh, it's just as well, because these are all printed circuits. But leap year or no, the answer would still be yes.
I was wondering if you'd demean yourself to have a look at my toaster. It's broken, and I was told you were the person to ask.
I was fixing things when the electric kettle was still a new invention. Yeah, bring it in.
Oh, bless you. I was going through your invoices this morning.
Nothing wrong, was there? I can handle money, you know, as well as women.
No, there's nothing wrong with them, but they do seem to show a lot of faulty goods returned on the new line, the
CTS9?
Yes.
Oh, that's all right. I don't know how it works either.
But all these returns, is there something wrong with it?
No, I shouldn't think so. The big fella, Tom, knows his onions.
But why have so many been returned, Archie?
Mr. Rivers, haven't you got any work to be getting on?
Oh, yes, Mr. Matthews, sir.
Thanks.
I'll see you later, Miss Harrison.
Having problems, Heather?
No, I wasn't, actually.
You weren't. Looked as though you were.
No.
Routine inquiries, eh? You're an accountant, Heather, not a private detective.
Sometimes the two jobs are rather similar. And you're an accountant too, Deacon. Not Casanova. Excuse me.
Yeah, she's a great girl, Michelle. Not got as much spirit as me.
I can see that.
Then perhaps I've got a bit too much.
Giving out Terry what for once or twice, so I've heard.
Ah, he's a good lad. He just mixes with bad uns.
Well, now that Barry Grant's scattered, perhaps he'll settle down, eh? Blessing in disguise.
My sentiments entirely.
How long you reckon, lad?
I don't know what your friend Fred's been up to, but it's like a mobile shebeen in there.
How long will it take?
Well, I won't have it ready today. So you'll have to call back tomorrow.
Well, I was hoping to do a bit of business with it this afternoon, you know.
I thought Fred wanted it valeting.
Oh, he does, lad, he does. But he said I could have a bother. Just for the afternoon, like.
Well, it won't be ready tomorrow then, because that bonnet needs a good waxing.
Look at all the phraseology, hasn't he, Marie?
Is that what you call it?
Oh, come on, lad. I'll only be an hour.
There's always something, isn't there, Dad?
It's being a businessman what does it.
Just let me get the muck off the trimmings first.
Well, I'm going to get some dinner. Do you fancy some, Jack?
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Soup? Do you fancy some teddy?
Yeah, all right, Tar.
I like a liquid lunch.
You'd like my George, Jack. He's one for a turn of phrase. He can make a joke out of anything.
He's a drinker, is he?
No, fireman. You must have heard the story. Ben Fireman in child drowning stunts.
Yeah. I never met George, but I feel somehow as if I know him. He must have been a smashing fella, the way they all talk about him at the pub.
He's not dead, you know.
Oh, no, I didn't mean...
He got out, you know.
The call symbol. He was a man on the run. Just like you see in them films. Well, can't stop your imagination.
Shall I clear the table?
Thanks.
Well, the idea is ludicrous.
Well, it's typical of Archie. He's a real charmer.
And a great friend of your chairman's, I hear.
Oh, yes. Archie's been with Curzon from the start.
That's quite unusual, isn't it? Sticking together for so long.
Yes. People tend to move on nowadays. Chop and change. Or move away and lose touch.
I met an old friend the other day.
Oh, yes?
Someone I'd almost forgotten existed. I'm buying a second-hand car off him.
A used car salesman? I wouldn't have thought that was in your line.
He sells new cars as well.
I'm sorry.
He is, actually. He was going to be a solicitor.
Oh, I didn't realize you were that close.
We were.
I see. And now this old friend has suggested a reconciliation.
Sort of. I'm not sure whether I like going back, though, Mike. Digging up the past. I don't know what to do.
Would a drink help you to think it over?
I've just turned Deacon Matthews down.
I won't tell on you.
All right, then. Just an orange juice.
Great.
Mike, about Archie, he wouldn't spin a yarn, would he?
Well, that's more than likely.
No, I don't mean one of his jokes. I mean something serious. About the company, for instance.
Whatever for?
Oh, I don't know.
What's he been telling you?
Let's just say that for a storeman, even one who is an old friend of the chairman's, he does seem to know an awful lot.
Really? What about?
You don't know?
No. This sounds like an interrogation. You're not really from MI5, are you?
I'm sorry. Perhaps I've said too much already.
You don't seem to trust me.
It's not that.
You don't want to be accused of fraternization.
Well,
Well, have no fear. There's lots of us going to the pub. It's Sammy Dale's birthday party. And you can buy your own fruit juice. Just in case you get accused of taking bribes.
all right. Done. What?
To keep things really cool, we'll just talk about the weather, okay?
Oh, Mike, just the man. I need that file on Harding and Seeley.
It's in my office.
Yeah, could you get it for me? Leave it on my desk, would you?
Where's your secretary?
Early lunch.
Won't be a minute, Heather. You coming to the pub, Deacon?
No, I just wanted a word, actually. Heather, it won't take a sec.
Oh, all right.
Have you, thought any more about lunch tomorrow?
What did you want to see me about?
Your detective work. What are you fishing for?
Fishing? I was asking Archie about the quantity of faulty goods returned, that's all.
I see. And did Mr. Archie Rivers, the fount of all knowledge, give you a satisfactory answer?
No, you interrupted, if you remember.
Well, of course, you should have come to see me in the first place.
Yes, I could have done. But then I always like to hear things firsthand, if possible, from the people at the sharp end.
Well, Tom Curzon would certainly approve of your attitude. Although the sharp end, as you put it, is in the accounts department. You should know that.
So?
I beg your pardon?
Why have so many goods been returned?
Oh, one of our suppliers sent us a faulty batch of microchips. It wasn't discovered for a while.
Don't you batch test chips before they're assembled?
Yeah, of course. But somehow these slipped through.
You know that some whole companies have gone down because of their failure to test bought-in chips.
Oh, you are well informed.
And only the new line has been affected.
Yeah, that's right. Now, is that enough? Are you going to close the case?
Yes, thank you.
Well, I've answered your questions. Now, perhaps you'll answer mine.
Certainly, Deacon, if I can.
What about lunch tomorrow?
No, I don't think so.
Sorry. Here you are, then. You ready? Looks like you'll have the canteen to yourself, Deacon.
Right. Thank you, Heather. That'll be all.
Coming then?
Yes.
Hello. Hi, Ruth. It's this road, I'm sorry.
Oh, I know, especially with a cramp. Oh, you do look tired.
Well, so will you be if you've been up half the night.
Well, I am sometimes when I mind our Kathleen's baby. Listen, why don't you give yourself a break?
What?
Well, I could take her. I mean, two's the same as one. I got our Kathleen's.
No, look. Thanks anyway. She's my baby. I've got to get used to looking after her.
Okay, all right. So... Oh, love. Oh, love. Don't worry, we'll pick it up. Oh. Come on.
Take her tomorrow for me. If I get a break, I might just pull myself together.
I will, love. I'll come round in the afternoon. Don't worry. Come on, let's get this away.
Where have you been, Dad? It's gone 6. I've had Fred on the phone.
Sorry, son, you know how it is.
Yeah, I know how it is. Down the betting shop, down the pub.
Where's Marie?
She's gone to her mates. And what do you mean, where's Marie?
Well, she's all right, that Marie. A lot of personality.
What about Marge, Dad? Don't you think you better get over there first?
Yeah, she had too much personality. Oh, but Marie, oh, she's got character. I mean, look at the way she's coping, eh? With her man away. Oh, bloody marvel, you know, that's what she is.
Keys, Dad.
Hey. Oh, yeah. Now, look, son, you did a great job inside that car.
What are you getting at?
Now, I'm late, I know.
What have you done to the car?
Now, where did Michelle put that?
Who've you had in that car messing it up?
Oh, I better get off, son.
Hey, you just wait here. If you've messed that car up, you'll clean it before you go home.
Sorry, lad, I'm your dad, not a kid.
Wait here. I could kill you. You're like a little kid. You're a walking liability.
Oh, I'm sorry, son. It was Mac. He had a few jars, you know, and when he drinks, he smokes, and when he smokes, he burns holes in things. I don't think Fred will notice.
He'd have to be blind not to. There's a great big hole burnt in the passenger seat cover.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about the passenger seat thingy. I am honest. I told Mac to walk, but he's a forceful fella.
You and your mates. I'm late for Michelle now.
I'll clean up.
No, you won't. You're going home. I don't want you touching anything in here.
You're like an old woman.
And what's Fred going to say, eh? Here's me trying to get back into business and you're ruining everything.
Look, I'll fix it up with Fred. He won't notice you. You've got eyes what'll spot a speck of dirt out the back of your head.
Come on, I can't help being clean.
I'm sorry, son. I'll get Mac to get Fred and you covered, OK?
I think you'd be better off getting yourself some new mates.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that Marie. Bet she's a laugh when she's out.
I didn't mean that sort of mate, Dad.
No, truthfully, Sheila, I'm envious. Well, I should have had more children when I was younger. What with Lucy gone and Gordon already looking through university prospectus, I feel worthless. Now, when you're 60, you'll have a daughter of 16. Keeps you young, doesn't it? No. You don't know when you're well off. Mind you, I do have some funny experiences with my catering business. Sometimes I get home and I think, my God, I'm lucky. The way people treat each other. People who should know better, who've got everything. They just play with each other's emotions. We all do it. Don't I know it?
I'm up and down like a yo-yo at the moment. Bob's noticed it. Keep thinking if I'd just have a good night's sleep, I'd be all right.
I don't need a baby to keep me awake at night worrying.
I wish I'd never had her.
Oh, you don't.
I do.
Oh, Sheila, what's wrong?
I've got a baby I wish I'd never had. I'm only telling you because it's on my mind. I can't stop thinking about it. I try and love her, but the more I love her, I seem to resent her more.
don't know what to do.
Would you buy a used car off this man? Yes, I would. I will.
Sorry to startle you, Miss Havisham.
Oh, that's all right, Archie.
Not still working.
Just one more phone call, then I'm away. What about yourself? You always seem to be here. First in, last out. Haven't you got a home to go to?
I certainly have. It's just round the corner. There's a wife and kids, and the kids' kids. We have to arrange overtime at home as well as at work. I'm just on my way there now, but I saw your light on. A word of advice, Miss Havisham. I don't usually, but...
Yes?
Don't offend Mr. Matthews. He can be a difficult so-and-so.
Deacon Matthews has tried my patience today.
It's not for me to say anything, but I've seen him turn nasty with people before. I know you want to do a good job, so keep out of his hair.
It's funny, isn't it? There's always somebody you've got to watch out for. It's unfortunate that here it's your chief accountant.
It's not your work that's bothering him. It's the fact that you keep ignoring his advances.
Thanks, Archie.
Tell you the truth, Heather, he thinks he's Burt Reynolds. I'll see you in the morning. And don't forget that toaster.
Oh, bless you. If you just have a look at it for me.
My pleasure.
5 minutes, if that. 5 minutes and you're off swigging ale with some puffy dance teacher.
Well, I'm here now, aren't I? I could have been practising my soft shoe shuffle up in town somewhere if I hadn't come back with you.
Oh, sorry, I waited.
So now if you're going to sulk all night.
Anyway, the chauffeuring job's stopping from next week. I'm going to be too busy.
What do you mean?
I mean, running around after you waiting outside alehouses. I'm starting football training again.
Well, I'm very pleased for you.
Hey, my dad fancies your Marie.
He fancies anything that moves.
Sounds like you then, doesn't it?
Oh, get off me leg.
Not till you say you're sorry.
What for?
For keeping me waiting.
I'm sorry, all right.
No, I haven't finished yet.
Ow, Terry, you're hurting.
Good. I forgive you if you make me a cup of tea.
When I've done this.
Oh, well, I'll do it myself. I can see you're far too busy.
Here, get
What?
hold of my waist a minute.
What?
Go on my waist. Right, now when I bend down, you pick me up.
Oh, I won't be up to this.
Come on.
Oh, look, I told you.
You got a really firm grip, you know.
Well, I would have been a dancer if I hadn't had the chance to be a plumber's mate.
There's nothing wrong with dancing. You could be my partner.
Get lost.
You could, you'd be good.
I might get in the way of you and teacher.
Oh, yeah, I never thought about that.
Anyway, my tutu's gone too small for me.
I think men's bodies look lovely in tights and that. I don't know why you bother with suits and trousers.
You're drunk, Michelle.
I'm not. What's this?
Dad.
Don? Hello? I've been meaning to phone you all day. Yes, that's what I'm phoning you about. Friday? Friday. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, something else. Yeah, someone else. Look, I can put them off. Yes, I can put them off for you. All right, then. I look forward to it. Okay, bye-bye.